Alrighty. So last time, the crew of the Peachy Keen got the delight of meeting Io's twin brother Sjord and gathered quite a bit of information from him. Well, except for one member of the crew, she was kind of taken back to the ship early on and
You are going super
Oh.
robot-y. We cannot understand you anymore.
Oh no.
Hey, I think I found it. I
Hey.
think I found it.
What is it? She's resetting.
Look in Isaidus nicknames, and one of them is that 50 XP I see? Question mark.
That's clever.
That's
Nice.
funny.
That's awesome.
I am sorry about that. My internet decided to just kind of glip.
That's so Ty.
Hey Angie, did I find it?
Yes, you did.
Hey.
Nice.
I...
Okay, well, let me add that in. Our new max is now 1,360.
Perfect. I'm going to restart that recap because holy shit, internet glitch. Alright, so last time we played, the crew of the Peachy Keen got to meet Io's twin brother Sjord, and you guys got a lot of good information from him. Some of that being that Isaidus is looking for a holy grail of sorts, a source of immortality, and has been sending scientists out to investigate, as well as he himself trying to search for it. That seems to be the main objective as he's veering away from focusing on. You also discovered that another member past has kind of come back to haunt them again, as you've discovered that Yara had sought Orphalla to recruit to Isaidus's list of cronies, but Orphalla had rebuked it and has since decided to fight against Isaidus. You also discovered that there is another Twi'lek who has the skills akin to the young Twi'lek that you guys are familiar with. None other than Mira's biological mother has been forced to work for Isaidus in regards to trying to break this mysterious force shield that is around you all. And unfortunately, Miss Mira had ingested a little bit too much alcohol and missed out on that revelation.
Yep. I don't know about it.
Yeah. So, you guys were left with that information and promptly, dismissed from the cantina to absorb it as necessary and, converse amongst yourselves and try to figure things out. While Iris and Sjord had a little bit of their own time. It is the following morning as you guys are kind of winding down from this revelation, and all of you, save for Mira, have gathered into the breakfast hall. And you all, at the moment, have been presented with this piece of information about Mira. And with Mira having not been there, there's this elephant in the room of how to bring it up to her. Jax, upon hearing this, has been very subdued, abnormally quiet, very distanced from the group, and Joseph seems a little angrier than normal as well. but for the most part, this news has kind of affected everybody on the crew, as well as the news about Yara and Orphalla and what Isaidus is looking for. So we'll start today's session with you all gathered in the dining area waiting for Mira to rejoin you as you finally kind of converse amongst yourselves about the previous day's events, meeting Siorn and getting the information.
Getting the what?
Getting the information that you had obtained.
Okay. Well,
So
I
then,
started
what are you all doing this morning? Right? Jesus.
Well, Io's still, coming to terms with the way his brother is. He's like, I mean, didn't expect him to be friendly, but damn, he's still pretty cold.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
just-
if we're all... Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were still talking.
Yeah, he's just, sipping coffee, being quiet, broody.
As one does.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess if we're all kind of waiting for Mira to wake up, then we'll say, Viri, I wonder if it would be good if you told her what we learned. You seem to be closer to her.
Oh. Now everyone wants me to. Okay, all right. No, that's fine. That's okay. I can take one for the team. Sure. I had to sit back and be quiet yesterday, but no, now I'm the one that everyone wants to turn to tell the bad news. That's fine.
It's a bit
I'll
less
do it.
volatile today.
I'll do it. It's fine. You can see she looks like she's been back to training pretty hard all last night and into this morning. She's got some new bruise marks, burn marks, and she's like kind of in her training gear, still all sweaty and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, well, let's get this shit over with. And then she just gets up and starts walking back to Mira's room.
Io just follows behind her.
Is the wall up?
Nope, it's not.
Mira,
Yes, Viri?
Mira, are you awake? Oh, you awake? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Oh, no, I'm awake. My head hurts.
Oh yeah, why?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you drank. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. She like looks around and then looks back to Io and be like, Io, do you have any those little tablets that like foam when you put in water? It's like supposed to be good for your head. Space Alka-Seltzer.
If we have them, they're in what serves as the medic bay.
Viri runs to the medic bay.
The
Does he have
shitty-
space Alka-Seltzer?
Shitty corner of the cargo bay. Please help.
Yeah, it's like a little corner of the cargo bay.
It was like in the middle of being upgraded to be an official medic bay, and then that just never really happened. So now it's kind of got like crates of stuff you got to rifle through, and like there's a cabinet on one wall, and there's no actual separation, so you just see the bed just like sitting there. It's
Okay, forget it. I can't find it. And then instead of like looking through stuff, she's gonna go to the kitchen and do like a hot sauce egg and like tomato juice morning after cocktail for
Oh, sounds
hangovers.
nasty.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then she'll mix that up real quick, then run back. Okay, Mira, I got something that will help.
Mm-hmm.
Can we come in? Io and Ben are still standing at the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes. You just walk in.
it's open.
So we walk in, and I present the nasty ass looking drink to Mira. I've been told it helps. I saw it online on Pinterest.
What even is this?
It's like a morning after like wake up drink. I saw it on Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Space Pinterest.
Really?
No.
Yeah, space tryst. We have to be on theme here.
But yeah. So Mira, we have something to tell you. Cause we found some information out after you left. And it's could be nothing, could be something. It's definitely something. Guys, I'm
Io
not really good at this.
Io gives her an encouraging double thumbs up.
Okay. So, you know how I keep on saying that the Force like brought us together for a reason?
When have you said that?
Like all the time. Like when I'm always telling you about the Force and my Jedi stuff. Like when I'm meditating and when I'm like, oh, I love you guys. The Force brought us all together. No.
I really have recollection of that.
I've literally never heard you say that before.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm saying it now. I think the Force is all bringing us together because like we're all like tied together and like we're all being like chased down by similar people. And Isaidus killed people in both of our lives for me and Ben. And then he's a Sith, and a Sith is twins with Io. And then Del killed Sith and is killing Sith now. And then his friends is like leader of the Mandalore. And yeah, I don't know how else that ties into us. But I feel like the Force is bringing us together so we can grow and become better people and find out who we are, right? Are you following along?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can agree that so far, my tablet went off. Tablet, go into mute mode. Go into mute mode. Thank you. So you can agree that us being together and overcoming the challenges that face us is a good thing, right?
Mira's mind has gone blank at him saying being together.
You know the dial-up sound?
So
like we're a new Peachy Keen crew. We're all together.
yeah.
Right, okay. So you were there for me when I found out that my best friend that I couldn't get away from, my nemesis and the person that killed her and also is married to Ven and is killing a lot of people in the universe is actually alive and a bad person, right? So that's bad news, but I became better for it and you were there for me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just like in this moment, what I'm about to tell you, that apparently you have negative Force abilities to do so. I don't know, that part I didn't understand. Something about Nemesis Force powers where you like shield things, but you can find us, but then you can't get around us because you have some sort of Force thing. But that's not the part that we're here for. That's cool too. But like I guess Isaidus has your mom and is trying to use her to find you and then in turn find Ven. And then she like walks up and puts her hand on Mira's like, but we're here for you. And no matter what, you're going to become a better person because of all this.
There is a mild facepalm coming from my now.
Like we
All
almost
this
got it,
time.
we almost got it, and
We like, Miri's like turning to everyone else, like, yeah, yeah.
All this time, I thought she was going to go on her own, but I was going to say all this time her fucking comms have been unmuted. We're just hearing one side of it, which is like, no, please, no. No, no, okay, we're improving.
oh no.
Almost. Shit.
Wait, you said that he has my. You said he has my mom.
And yeah, that's when like Viri gets real serious and kind of kneels next to her. Yeah, that's what Siorn told us.
To break a really good moment. But for a moment, the way Michael's head was positioned and his glasses, it looked like his eyes were glowing. And I got super fucking concerned because it was really frightening.
Wait, is my video on? What?
Michael,
Yeah.
You mean me?
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's
Jesus, Jesus, man! We've been playing for how long?
It scared me. It scared me, okay? I looked at it, my brain went, that's not how that's supposed
Rob's
to go.
the sexy ass anime looking evil guy. I'm the lumberjack ginger bearded fat ass. You can't get us confused anymore, man.
I was scared. Look at that shit. That shit's terrifying. Imagine seeing that, boss. You're in the military. Like, he walks up behind you, like, damn. You know you ended.
We were so close. We were so close to getting somewhere in the game.
We
So
still
close.
can. Let's just keep going.
I'm sorry.
Ben Squirrel. Oh, that's really cool armor. Wow, Del. That's I like your armor that you said in the tablet. Not the moment, but and then she puts the tablet back down.
To get back into it. Said he has my mom.
Yeah, we think so.
How? It was Sojourn, Io's brother, that said that.
She's looking over at the rest of you guys because she kind of doesn't remember the conversation anyway.
Yeah, Ben will just nod. Yeah.
So you're in... Why am I... wrong character. Sorry. So you're told us that Isaidus had a hacker.
There's a lot
One-
of hackers out there.
Yes, one that was incredibly good at her job.
A
Did
blue
you see her?
blue-skinned Twi'lek hacker who'd had a kid
Named,
years ago.
named Mira. And that if she didn't work for them, they were going to come after her child. And honestly, it's very simple to put two and two together. We believe that it is your mother.
Did he say what her name was?
I
No,
don't think he did.
he
I don't
didn't.
think he did. No.
But this means that she is alive. And they have use for her. So no harm will come to her.
No. You don't understand. I thought the reason that I went to the governor is that my parents were in trouble or that they had died or something. I never knew why I was there. I don't remember from before I was at the governor.
You don't remember?
No. I was 4 years old whenever I was at the governor.
Oh, I see. I see.
If she's alive, why did they give me away?
to protect you.
Yeah. I would just
Well,
finger
it's-
guns at Dell.
You don't sell a child into slavery to protect them.
I mean, who even told you you were sold? I mean, you could have been kidnapped. You could have been taken away forcefully if you were young and you don't remember.
As far as we know, the governor works for Isaidus. So when you were young, she is apparently a very good hacker. So we see where you get it from. He was using you as leverage. Think about it this way. You know exactly where everyone in the universe is. And you're 16 years old. You are talented in the ways of hacking computers and machines. Your mother, and I'm going to say this truthfully, she's going to be a lot more experienced than you have. So that means the fact they haven't found us yet, the fact they haven't come right to our doorstep, means that she is putting them off for as long as she can.
Don't care.
He also did say that something's hiding us from this side. And
Yeah.
that's part of why
You
he can't
don't-
find us.
You don't sell a child into slavery.
Mira, why do you believe that you were even sold? Like, who told you that?
How else would I have been there?
Again, you could have been kidnapped and put into slavery. There could have been a lot of different things. And if you don't remember,
You were very young. It's
Mira, Mira, it doesn't matter what your parents did. Even if they did sell you, fuck them. What they did and who they were has no meaning on who you are. And the person you can be in this universe. But I know you. And whether it's your mom or not, you would still want to save them. Right?
I need a while to process all of this.
Yeah, you
Take as
guys
much
should probably
time.
get out. We'll be fine.
No, Viri. I need some time alone to think
Oh.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
to
of
wrap
course.
my mind around it.
I get it.
So we'll exit the room.
I will gently put a hand on Viri's shoulder to kind of pull her back with him.
Yeah, it takes a couple seconds.
yeah, I'll say to Viri as we leave, I'll say, you did good. It was the voice hug thing. I figured you'd do better at it.
Yeah, I never said I was good at voice hugs. I'm just,
Voice
yeah.
hugs.
I'm thinking you're better than I am.
And as they leave the room, the wall goes up. Yep.
Fury will go and leave food and drinks at the wall. And go back to training.
And Mira, as soon as the wall is up, immediately goes to her computer. Be right back.
All right. We've got to find her.
Yeah, but we have no idea where to even start looking.
Well, remember what Sjorn said too. The reason why we haven't been found by Isaidus's forces yet is because something is shielding us, and the closer we get to Mira's mother, that won't happen anymore. And we'll be exposed potentially. So that's something to remember. Obviously, saving her is on the agenda, but the order it's done might be important. I'm not sure. I mean, Sjorn said something about finding some scientists that were looking for his Holy Grail. And that might be a direction to go in as well, an option. We might find out more that way.
And then we ambush him.
Yeah.
You get ahead of someone, follow what they're going after, and you set a trap.
Yeah, I mean, we could take it for ourselves too. And I mean, there's a lot of options. So
Yes, but if we take it from him, and sorry if you hear creaky chair.
It's okay. Dell's just so big, the kitchen chairs are questionable.
all the chairs are just bending.
If we take what he's looking for, he might have no use for her. Think about it, she's not just being used to find us. She's been in this game longer than any of us have. He's probably using her to try and find this Holy Grail, looking for all sorts of secret archives in whatever temples there are.
Yeah, but he said she cancels out, like, the force and stuff. I don't see how that helps find things.
Yeah, I would assume that if she has the same abilities in hacking as Mira does, she would probably be used for much the same that Mira does for us here. Lots of different ways to get ahead, surveillance, finding angles into different places, technology.
Then she is a priority. Because not only will we get a gold mine of information out of her, we'll also save Mira's mother. Reunite the two of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely not arguing with you that she's a priority. I agree with you. But it may just, we need to think about what's the best order to do that in. And it may be going after her first, but we need to look at all our options first. But I agree. I mean, we need to get her out. And if we do get her out, that significantly cripples Isaidus's reach and his ability to get information. Especially if we have both of them with us. And honestly, it kind of might depend on what Mira thinks too. I mean, if she's not wanting to do this or she's not ready, I don't want to force her into something that she's not ready for. It may take her some time.
She's gonna want answers, and
yeah,
she'll need time to prepare for that. But we know, Isaidus, you know, Isaidus, he will not hesitate to end the life of someone if he deems them unuseful. That's why Sjorn is leaving. He's covering his tracks.
Yes.
So and he's an angry man. All Sith are filled with anger and hatred, and if we topple him over with finding this Holy Grail, then who knows who will meet his blade.
Yeah. Good points. I guess we'll... Oh, go ahead.
I'm not ordering everyone, but I just want to... I'm putting that out there that she is a priority, and I really want to see Mira with her family. She can get the answers if she wants.
Yeah. It may also be beneficial to see if Revan knows anything about any of this, especially this Holy Grail. I mean, if he finds it, we don't know what it is, right? But it may be a lot worse than we thought, or it may just be a piece of the puzzle. But I think maybe if she knows anything about it, that might be good to find out before we make a final decision. Viri, do you have any thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, we can't exactly go after scientists unless we get a list of their names and planet locations from Siorn.
Oh yeah, he said he was going to find that. Well, and
Yeah.
we can't even do anything with Mira until we get... I mean, did he say he was going to help us with that? I mean, I don't know how we would even begin to start to find her. Another option is, and I glance over at Viri, give her a side eye. If Yara tried to convert one of your friends, or whatever she was.
Yeah, there's you see a real look of wait, friend? No.
Acquaintance.
Nemesis.
Fine. Nemesis. Then
Idiot. Bitch. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Then it may be beneficial to talk to her. She might know a few angles that Yara tried to get her to join. And if she is, okay, why are we shooting this down, Viri?
No. That's fake. That was lies.
Why would he lie?
Orphalla would not be any source of trust or good information. No. No, I trust her for the last time, and look where that got us. No.
Okay, why don't you explain why you think this is an impossible thing?
Because it's Orphalla. And she just looks at you why don't you understand?
I can't read your mind, Viri. You're going to need to spell out your thoughts here.
I've grown up with that brat since we were both kids. We were both brought in on the same ship as survivors from whatever and left at the same orphanage. And she was always mean to me and was always picking on me and putting me down, saying how better she was than me. But eventually, we even learned to kind of become friends. But every single time I found out it was because she was using me to get somewhere, or to get in with the next group, or to become a better smuggler, or to just get a leg up. And the last chance I gave her was that night. Was that night when I told her where Yara was. So no, she betrayed him.
What did she do exactly? Can you remind me? A lot of when you told me about what happened was a little vague. But it might
So-
be good to know now.
So we were doing a job that I guess some VIP that hired our guild and worked with Krill had us scope out a casino joint, and was some sort of item he had that was high value, and that's where we found out that it was actually, I guess, some sort of holocron or some sort of data pad or data thing that had all the names of the Jedi in it. And I really think it was Io's dad, or it was at least some related to some senator on Coruscant, like from Coruscant, not on Coruscant, from Coruscant.
Okay.
But anyways, that's just my theory. It's on my red board. I got a string to it. We'll work on it. I'm telling you, the Force is bringing us together for a reason. But anyway, the team that we had put together, we had put
Did he
2
cut out?
teams.
What?
Who?
No.
Me?
No,
Or
I've heard you the whole time.
Okay.
Oh, that means I cut out and I didn't hear anything there for a second.
Oh no! When was the
It's
last thing you
very
heard?
ranting.
It's
It
okay.
is very ranting. Yeah.
It's okay. We can keep going.
Okay. So I think it's Io's dad. But anyways, so then
It's cut out again.
I go. Can you hear it now?
I think it's on his end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rob?
technically, he's not here. So Mira isn't here, so
Oh man,
it's not like he needs to hear it.
poor guy. All right.
That's true. Okay, I can hear
Are you
it
good now?
again, but my Discord is going in and out for some reason. I'm trying to fix it.
That sucks. Oh. Okay. Well, the team that went in to try and get it failed, and Orphalla was on that one. I was supposed to be on it, and Orphalla had conned her way in and made me sit on the sidelines. But when they were failing, Yara realized that they were kind of serving as a distraction, because Yara was doing backup. I was just watching the getaway car, and we both found that we were able to get in, and she showed me a back entrance, and I was able to get the data pad out. And I told her, someone betrayed us, and that's why the first team failed. So we can't trust anyone. So I set her up in a safe house, and I was heading back to talk to Krill and figure out what we can do to get the data pad to safety and Yara to safety. And Orphalla was the brat that told me that, oh, Krill was the one that assigned her to go get Yara, not me, and that I'd mess it up, and that I can't be trusted, and then I'm the worst spot. And you see, like, Fury, like, calm herself. Anyways, regardless of what she told me and what she was saying, she was wrong. She was the one that ended up killing Krill, and he was dead by the time I came back. And I was the one that told her where Yara was. And by the time I got there, that's when Orphalla gave Yara and the data pad over to us. I think Isaidus. I think it was him. I don't know. It looked like him, but I haven't seen him in real life. But some Sith that I think it's Isaidus.
Then just pulls up a data pad where like Mira sent her videos of surveillance.
Yeah, it's
It just shows-
Isaidus.
All right.
Okay. Then yeah. But she had Yara in her blade was to her throat, and that's when I was trying to shoot her. I would have shot her if it wasn't for your dang husband. Force pull. And I missed. And I shot her in the side of the head, in her eye, I think, or something like that. And that's when Yara was starting to get away, and Isaidus, I don't care. I still don't get this. Isaidus killed her through the chest with a lightsaber, and yet she joined. Ben, I'm sorry. You sliced me down. I'm not joining you. It ain't gonna happen.
I don't expect it very.
So that's when I thought Yara was dead, and I ran away because he's got some scary eyes. He freaked me out. So something in between what happened convinced Yara that I was the one that killed her, I guess, or something and let her get away. And Orphalla's just been the one reaping the benefits from all this. So no, I don't trust her. I don't trust this fact that she might not be working with Isaidus. I don't know. But if she would get any sort of upper leg because of it, or if she has another group that she's working with that she feels more powerful with than him, then yeah, of course she's gonna say no. But can't be trusted. I mean, it's Orphalla. And she looks at you again like, now do you understand?
I was looking a little blank, but takes him a moment before he kind of sort of gives a start, and it's like, yeah, sure.
See,
Whatever
thank you,
say.
Io.
I have a few thoughts if you're willing to hear them.
About Mira?
No, about Orphalla.
Better be how she's a bad brat.
Definitely not. Do you want to hear them or not?
Sure.
All right. There's a few directions I feel like this could go. One is that, like you said, she didn't think that Isaidus sounded appealing and there were other prospects, so she chose that. The only thing is, if what Sioran is saying is going up against Isaidus, that's very dangerous. Which means if you're going to commit to doing something like that, you're going to have to believe that it's important. So it may not have altered her personality, but she is risking a lot to be going up against him.
Right. It's important to her. Not for Yara, not for anyone else, but it's important to her.
Potentially.
The saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's literally what we just did
Never
with
call her my
Sioran.
friend. I don't get that phrase. The enemy of my enemy is still an enemy that can be my
Very,
ally.
I'm not finished. So
Okay.
she puts a hand on her shoulder, calm yourself. So that is an option. Another option is maybe she was cheated out of something and she realized that Isaidus was not good and there was a change in her worldviews or personality. And before you say, no, that's not possible, you are hoping for the exact same thing to happen with Yara. So you cannot discount that people can change, even if it's someone that you have a grudge against.
She was halfway through about to saying something when you said that.
She's read her mind.
That's different. That's
How?
dark side warping. Oh, I see the world. I'm a dark Sith. People don't just do that.
People can change all the time. People change all the time.
Yeah, again, because the dark side.
It's not just the dark side.
I don't know. I think it's fake news. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying Orphalla's not someone you want to falsely trust.
We can talk with her without completely thinking that she's an innocent angel.
Well, she's not, so I wouldn't ever think she is.
It seems similar to how we just talked with Sioran. Got a lot of information
by any means.
Yeah, I would not trust him.
But it sounds like even he has a creed and I wouldn't say morals, but gray morals. He had.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to expound on it. I was trying to think of a different word, like ethics.
I mean, did you have ethics even 6 months ago? How you were?
Yeah.
Really?
How many people's arms have you shot off?
Viri looks offended at Ben. How dare you? What?
It's not even in an accusing way so much as an introspective question. I am genuinely curious.
Yeah, I did. Whatever was right for me and Yara to get off the world, and if someone was nice to me, I was fine with them. But the second, you raise an eyebrow at me, or like you try and fuck me over, or like, ooh, he's about to steal something. Pow, pow, pow. Put you on the ground. Blast you in the face. You ain't gonna get the jump on me, boy.
Viri, what are your ethics now?
Pretty much the same, but with a lightsaber and compassion.
You are saying that to try and prove your point, but you and I both know you've been acting very differently from when we first met.
There is a bird on this planet a bird man that says otherwise.
That's a momentary lapse.
Yeah, I would say that would be more a lapse than a consistent character thing to you anymore. I mean, take it as a compliment. You've changed a lot.
I love the introspective, but the only reason I'm not doing some of that stuff or being the first one to take someone out is because I know that I can take a shot without dying and you guys have my back. Doesn't mean I don't want to. If I was by myself, hell yeah. I'm going to take that shot first because no one has my back.
Well, do you think if Orphalla, I mean, it sounds like she's lived in much the same manner.
I don't like these Jedi mind games that you're using right now, then.
I'm not using any Jedi mind games.
If anything,
It's called critical thinking.
I don't know how it's starting to make sense or what kind of force voodoo you just did on me.
No force ability whatsoever. It's called looking at things impartially and thinking about things from a different angle.
I'm just saying, would you fully ever... No, that's not a good one.
What?
Because he would. She goes, because he would. I was going to say, would you ever fully trust Isaidus, even if he turned, that he would never hurt someone to get to you again?
I mean, if he turned, I'd be willing to give him a chance, but he'd also have to
You would
earn that
try,
trust
but-
back. He would
Exactly.
need to earn it. You can treat Orphalla like she needs to earn the trust back, but the way you're talking is that you're not even going to give her
But
a chance
she's
to earn
earned my
trust.
distrust, is what I'm saying.
And maybe she still has, we don't know. But I still think that it would be wise at least to see and to approach it maybe from a neutral standpoint. Cautious.
Well,
but
you guys can
neutral.
take it from a neutral standpoint. I'm going to come from the point of, I know she's going to try and betray me in the back again. Ooh, I'd love to take the other eye out.
You...
Sorry, lapse of compassion. I apologize. I'm back at it. See, I told you I haven't changed.
You just said it was a lapse. That's much different. You caught yourself before I even really had to say anything.
I'm just saying, if you guys think it's important, sure, but it's not going to go well. And I reserve the right to say, I told you so, Master.
You can say I told you so if I'm wrong.
Good, because I will.
And besides, I don't think anyone here is saying that she's changed into this amazing person that can do no wrong.
She's going to act like it. Chill. Oh.
If we do see her, though... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, want to see if maybe we could use Siorn to like smoke her out or scare her into doing something, or just be there to keep her from running. I don't know.
I mean,
shrugs.
I feel like
I like that idea,
if she's already interested in taking down Isaidus, then I think meeting us would be something she
How do we know
couldn't
that? Maybe
take up.
she's just trying to show him that she's an asset that can take down anybody under his army, so that she should be his number 2.
I mean,
She
it sounds
does shit
he-
like that.
Potentially, that seems like a very dangerous game to be playing.
Yeah.
Is it
Have you?
okay
That's
if I
Orphalla.
Go ahead. What, Del?
I just wanted to point out something. The saying you had, "You're gonna be my enemy." I fought and killed Jedi back in the Mandalorian Wars. The Sith were also our enemy, but that did not make them a friend, because they had their own agendas. You are your own ally. And I'm siding with Viri on this one. I You can say that, yes, going against the Isaidus is a bad idea and that it takes a lot to do it. But we're aware. We're going against the Isaidus. We could have not taken up any sort of deal with... I can't remember her name, it's been so long, but in that bar when we first met, we could have
That
just...
red chick.
We are.
Yara.
Yeah, that chick.
We could have gone our separate ways. We could have all gone our separate ways.
And I did shoot off a guy's arm that day.
Yeah, you did.
It was not long
First
ago.
impression.
It's a good first impression.
Thank you. I like Dell today. This Dell, I like.
I think that, especially a person like this, a person like... What's her name again?
Yara.
Orphalla.
Or Orphalla. We got to work on name memory, but that's okay.
A person like Orphalla will want to find any sort of leverage she has, as various multiple times. So if we go to say, hey, we'll help you, that won't be enough. Because that just means that the Isaidus will be busy with her and us. We won't be any use. We'll be a distraction.
Yep.
That's it.
I agree.
And even then, she knows about Isaidus, so she surely knows about you.
Or we can use her and manipulate her to be the distraction so we can come out on top. Yes. I have friends and allies now that can manipulate her and get all the juicy information out of her. I like it, Dell. I'm on board.
Wait,
Kyle looks like he has concerns, but
out of character, can you explain to me what Del just said? Because I was really all I could it was the comment I typed because I was like, oh my gosh, oh no, they're disagreeing again.
Basically,
Number 545.
Basically, Dell is explaining that we can offer her the world. We can offer her, the best help in the world, in the universe, and she won't take it because she sees us as a way to improve herself. Like, she won't use an alliance as something like, you help me, I help you. She'll use an alliance as, you help me till I have no use for you, and then I'm going to sell you out to give myself some more time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a valid point to consider, but I also think that there's a lot of assumptions being made about what happened that day.
But then it's not
And-
just that day.
Right,
That's
I
what
understand.
I'm trying to say. Like, you're assuming that she's turned good
I'm
when she's
not.
had a whole life of betraying and
Right.
putting me down off to the side and kicking me to the curb just to get ahead.
Right. I have not this whole time assumed that she's good. What I'm saying though is that something made her not join Isaidus, but made
Or
Yara
she got
join her.
denied.
No, she didn't. Sjorn said that Yara went to ask her, and she said no. If she's
been it.
always trying to claw her way to the top, what made her say no?
Because we already know Yara doesn't want to be with Isaidus. She wants to take over for Isaidus. So
Yeah.
Orphalla's not going to be the second in command under Yara.
You can't claw your way to the top if there's someone stopping you. She in no way will have power over Isaidus. He's a Sith Lord.
I agree.
But to be fair, she would have accepted in that case then.
I think all of you are very much misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that She seems to know more about what happened to you on that day and what happened to Yara. You still don't understand why Yara even turned in the first place. But she seems to have an ambition that you didn't know about, and she's acting very much out of character. Maybe Orphalla has more pieces to the puzzle as to what happened that day.
Of course she did when I handed her over.
I think there's a lot more going on here. And Yara herself said there's a lot more going on here than what you observed that day. And I'm saying if you want to find out more about what happened, talking to her may be something that is beneficial. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to figure out more information about Isaidus so that we can have every edge we can when we take him down.
Oh, sure. I'm totally on board on using Orphalla and setting up something where we're manipulating her. 100%.
I'm not... We can be wise in how we do it, but I'm not a fan of outright manipulating someone and using them. But we need to be wise in how we go about any of this.
I could just interrogate her.
No.
Fury had a look on like, why not? And then as soon as he said no, I'd be like, yeah, no, of course not.
I've never been a fan of you interrogating anyone, though.
That's kind of the point of interrogation. No one's going to be a fan of it. You know, you're not meant to like it, otherwise that wouldn't be interrogation.
There are some people who like it, but yes, I understand.
Getting your arm blown off, I don't think people like that. Getting your head blown off, I don't think people like that. No, they can't really complain afterwards. Look,
I think I would have made a good interrogator.
I understand that you want to do this as peacefully as possible. You want to gain this as calmly as possible. You don't want to make another enemy. I understand that part. Am I right? Am I right in saying that's what you want?
You are correct, and not alienating someone who already is an ally by default because she's against Isaidus.
But that's the problem. She may be against him, but she can also be against us. Like I said, we were against you. And so was the Sith. You were fighting wars on two fronts. But we didn't see the Sith as allies. Just because they are fighting the same fight we are, does not mean they have a good reason for it. She could be fighting Isaidus so he doesn't come and kill her. You know,
Yeah, I know.
Or to impress the next big baddie that's going after Isaidus.
Or to be the next big baddie. Again, you can't rise to the top.
Okay, yes, I know this. I think you guys are really trying to convince me that of something that I already know. I know that she may not be a good person, but we literally just met with Siorn, and we know that he may be doing something bad in the future, but we were able to ally with him, talk peacefully, come to a resolution.
Yes,
for now.
everyone's like that.
I know.
But you can hope that we can make a sort of alliance for a short time. But he's doing it for his own gain.
So what we're all saying is that we can possibly use Orphalla, get information that will help us with Yara, Isaidus, and Mira's mom. But as long as we're wisely, cautiously going in to manipulate her and not be ambushed by her because she's a brat and an awful person. And we will treat her with compassion. Are we all agreeing on that?
Yes, I mean I think that's what we've all been saying this whole time. I think that it's wise to go in expecting the worst and being ready for it.
We went in to go get, what was his name? The one I blew the head off of?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
I forgot to.
You know who I'm on about, right?
Right.
The fucker that put a hole in my chest with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but we kind of knew that was going to be a fight.
We went in expecting the worst. We were prepared for the worst. And I almost died that day.
Yeah, but we're like more prepared now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, my armor's like at least 10 levels higher than it was.
You can say that we are prepared physically. We have better equipment, yes, but you can't prepare for the worst. That's why it's the worst. You can't prepare for it. It's the one thing that ends everything. The one thing that makes everything go bad. It's the worst. That's why it's called the worst. You can't prepare for that.
Okay. So then, so because they've kind of gotten me on board. So my question would be, then what do we do with Orphalla? Do we just let her be? Because if she's an enemy that's against us and him, then she's a threat that's eventually going to either be someone that takes us off guard, or that we're going to have to handle anyway. So if you're going from your point of view, eventually we're going to need to handle with her anyway.
Yeah, you let me deal with her. You let me get everything out of her that is useful to us. And we cut a tie.
But what Ben is saying is, what if she is good? What if she's someone like me that's turning around, and then we just go in and interrogate them? Now we're the bad guys.
Yeah. So
If it comes to it and we need to interrogate it, sure. Check mark, go for it. I'll walk Ben around the corner. Just kidding, Ben. Wink to Dell.
Wink.
Fury, you are why we cannot have nice things.
Fury is completely neutral on the point of interrogation.
So I think that what I have always felt very strongly about, and what I need to be able to do for my own conscience' sake, is we can't just go in being prepared to torture people before we even give them a chance to work with us peacefully.
What if she betrays us?
What if then that's what happens and we deal with it?
She probably will.
And then Isaidus is one step closer to finding you. Hell, he might be there.
Or we can get 2 steps in front of Isaidus.
Yeah, I mean, anything we do is a risk, Del. I mean, we have to be able to be okay with that. Yeah. So, I mean, we may not even need to talk to Orphalla. I'm just saying it's an option, and if we do it, then we need to go about it.
I hope that's the option that we have. And
What?
Oh, the option of not having to talk to Orphalla? Yeah, that's the one I want.
It's just, I care a lot about you, Vin, and I am so happy with how you have led this team.
All right, she's still married, Del. We've been through this.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
I'm getting tired of playing this cat and mouse game that you and Isaidus have. We can't keep running, trying to be the good person in this adventure. We can't. We can't take things slow. We have to make risks. We have to. And you can say everything we do is a risk, yes, but this is like putting your finger in a mousetrap compared to stepping on a landmine.
One doesn't hurt as much as the other.
One can kill you. One will be a minor inconvenience and a pain in the neck.
So, Del, what is it that you're feeling like needs to happen here? Because
I feel like we need to be aggressive.
You don't think this is being aggressive? We just blew up one of his temples.
We blew up one of Isaidus' temples. That is aggressive, yes. But that's one thing. And now we blew up his temple for a reason. And the thing is, that's just something we were going to do in the first place.
But now you're saying you don't want us to go to Orphalla because we don't know what we're going to be expecting, and that could be out of our. We could get hurt. But you want us to go and then take down Isaidus directly because that's less of a risk.
I'll simplify it. What I'm saying is, let me do what I'm good at. I'm getting tired of being this protector of the group. You all can protect yourselves. I have seen every one of you in combat. You all have skill that surpasses my own. I want to do this my way because I don't want to lose any of you. I want to be as violent as possible. Make a statement. Show the Isaidus that we're not going to back down. Show to others that we are not going to back down. We are taking this seriously. We can't keep running around the universe making friends. People like this are going to backstab us, and when they do, it's going to hurt. It could even kill us. So we deal with them. And we cut the loose end.
Ven will kind of lean forward a little bit and she'll say, "You're mentioning being backstabbed often. Is there a reason? You seem very concerned with that in particular."
Have I told you about my ex-wife?
No.
Yeah, well, I was married at one point. I know, shocker. I was married to a lovely woman. And I knew that woman after the Sith Rebellion, the Battle Corsa. I met her after that, while we were rebuilding the city from ashes. I knew her for years. I grew with her. And I didn't think that she would do that. I didn't think she would backstab me. I was awoken one night with the sound of beeping. She tried to detonate the apartment that we were sleeping in. She chased me through the streets of Coruscant, firing a gun at me. I had to take her life with my bare hands. I trust you all, because I know I can handle you. And I know that I can peacefully resolve it with you all. I am happy to find a resolve, a peaceful resolve with all of you. I couldn't with her. She was dead set on killing me. All because I knew Evan. And Isaidus was looking for Evan. At the time, I had no idea who he was.
She was the agent of him?
She was offered millions. Millions. Her own planet's worth of credits. And the years that we spent together meant nothing to her. For credits. And I had to kill her. Which is why all of this time, then I have been saying to you, let me help the Isaidus. I don't want you to be the one who puts him down. I want you to have a happy life. I want you to maybe redeem him, but I don't want you to be the one to put him down. Because I know how that feels. You have spent years with this man. You have loved this man. I loved her. And I don't want you to bear the pain of killing the one you love. And I'm never going to take another risk like that again. And I have been letting everything slide. The fact that we met with Sion in person, with him sitting there freely and not in manacles attached to a table. I've been letting a lot of stuff slide. But now is enough. I want to take a risk. I want to take the risk. You won't have anything to do with that risk. I will get the information. I will get what we need to win this fight. And no one will stab us in the back. That's what I'm trying to say. She will always be a cloud over our head. Even after years. Hell, we may even become friends with her. But people will change. And you can only hope it's for the better. But greed, self-centeredness, that is what changes people back. That is what truly works in this world. Compassion is only words. Greed is the world. I'm going to contact Sion. I'm going to ask him for her location. You will fly there if it's off planet. And you will let me deal with it. And I'm not asking. This is not me putting this to a vote. This is what I'm going to do. And I know full well you can try to stop me. But you know that I won't stop.
All right. That was a lot to unpack. Thank you for telling us about your ex-wife. I'm sure that wasn't easy. I'm sorry that happened to you. And she'll even like reach out a hand and like put it on his shoulder, like briefly, but genuinely.
Fury looks excited. Eyebrows go up a little bit.
I mean, I think Isaidus has not tried to kill me, but I understand the feeling of betrayal when you think you know a person. You think you know everything about them, and then suddenly they shift into someone you never recognized. I do. I understand that pain and I'm sorry.
Know why I want to do this. She can't hurt us. If she's dead. And we can get everything that we need out of her.
Del, do you know what happens when you live in a way where you're so defensive about being stabbed in the back? You're willing to do things, you're willing, like you said, not to be the good guy. Do you know what happens eventually?
Become the bad guy.
You lose who you are. You lose the essence of yourself. You lose everything about you.
And what about me will I lose? You've seen what I want you to see. The smiles, the laughter, the dad jokes, the willingness to fight by your side. I want you to see that. What I don't show you is the hate that I have for the Jedi. For taking my home, for taking my father from me. The hate I have for the Sith. For killing what I had as a family. I don't show you that. Because you want to fix that. You want to help me get better. But the only reason I'm able to wear armor and pick up a gun is through that hatred. In a war, there are no good guys or bad guys. It's all in perspective. I can be good to you and the living nightmare of others. So if I become the bad guy, then sure, I am the bad guy. But I'll be doing what's needed and what protects us. You can't always be good in this universe.
I disagree.
Then you can
Compassion is not words. Passion is harder, more soul agonizing than anything you could ever do. But it's always worth it. You may have hatred for what's happened in your past, and that hatred may be justified. It sounds like there's been a lot of pain in your life, and I'm sorry for it. And even if you feel like some of what you've done here is an act or it's fake, I know you're better than this. I know you're better than stooping down to the level of what Isaidus does. You don't need to be like him. You don't need to be like any of the Sith. You can be better. You are better already. I mean, I feel like, I know you said you've stood aside and let things happen. Things haven't gotten violent. I mean, I've appreciated that a lot. If we do things the right way, it paves the way for future generations to be able to not have the suffering that you had to go through, suffering that I've had to go through, suffering that any of us have had to go through. We do things the right way, we actually make a difference and help people.
There will always be pain.
There will. We shouldn't be afraid of it.
wasn't afraid going to war.
I think I mean,
Me. You cannot fear something and have it destroy everything.
I think more
I
what I
know.
mean is when you have that fear, that hatred, that thing that destroys you, when you choose to still rise above it, that is where real change happens. I know you're capable of it.
I'm still doing what I planned to. I'm going to get the information out of her. And I'm going to get us.
What if by doing that, not that it's going to happen because she won't be, but what if by doing that, you ensure that she can't become an ally of ours? And then you just created another enemy to sneak up on our back fronts if you don't end it right then. Because now you're saying you want to take an innocent life in that scenario. You don't want to be the creator of your own nightmares.
Innocent.
To us, she is.
No,
She hasn't done anything against us yet.
she's not innocent.
She's a childhood bully at worst at the moment.
Even I hate to admit, but Ben's right. I don't know what she did to Yara.
Yeah.
Isaidus is the one that hurt Yara. And they're our enemies. But even then, we're trying to redeem them first before kill them. Interrogate them all day. Shoot, go for it.
And what if
Del-
they kill one of ours?
Del, I don't know how much you, I guess, believe these words anymore, judging from the way that you think. But I think every single person here cares about you. And I don't know if anyone wants to see you go down a road of a man who's willing to do whatever it takes to keep a handful of people safe, to become someone that he isn't. No one wants that for you.
Andrea deserves a dad that can rise above that past.
Yeah.
You get a very long glare, which slowly softens over time. Very.
Yeah.
It's like,
She
how
knows.
could you bring her in? You're right.
How could you forget?
She deserves someone that she can look up to. And I think you're already being that right now. You don't need to take the road you're talking about.
Now, if it goes down that route, 100%, I'm taking Ben for a walk, and you do what you need to do. Glad that it's an option, and thank you for being willing to do that for us. It means a lot. That's not the first course of action right now. Plus, compassion's number one rules. If you do that, then I'd have to stop you, and Ben would have to stop you. Jedi, Jedi, Jedi.
It would get a little awkward. She kind of smirks at Del.
Yeah. Fine.
I promise we'll find someone that really deserves to be interrogated for you, so you can get it out of your system.
Just need to stop spending time with that holocron.
Sorry, what do you say? I didn't hear him.
The holocron's not on the ship anymore, Del.
Yeah, the holocron's been gone for
Oh.
ages.
Well, you spent time with that holocron then. Remember he tried to take it at first?
Yep. Yeah, we It's been gone for a while.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think you might not have been here at the episode. It was like the next episode.
I
It was like,
probably
it's
wasn't
gone.
there.
Why is Dell so dark? Oh, well, I mean, never mind. The ring's destroyed. Yeah, Dell's fine with this. I'm great.
Like, forget everything Del just said.
Just forget that little part. I spent time
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Probably around this point that Mira comes into the room.
Yeah, as Mira comes in, like Ben finally looks down at her data pad because she was like very much intensely engaged in a conversation, and then she kind of gives you like an apologetic look, like sorry.
Del?
Dell isn't facing Mira yet, and you just see this fuck. He turns and looks down.
Can I talk to you privately?
Shit.
Please.
Sure. Yeah.
And she will walk outside the ship.
When she's a little bit out of earshot, he says, "Oh, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me."
Yeah, probably. Oh, grins.
Or maybe she has someone. Okay, maybe she has someone for him.
What's up, Mira?
Can I look around and make sure nobody else tried to sneak out and follow us?
You see Ben's hand grabbing Viri's head back into the ship.
Pretty much, yeah.
100%.
I was shutting the door.
Damn it! Why IoT? No, Viri's just sitting there.
I looked into it.
Again.
I don't think that my mother sold me. I don't think she had anything to do with me and her being separated. I think all of that was out of her control. I found a report from a while back. Well, from 16 years ago. There was a missing persons report filed for a pregnant blue tiefling woman that I believe was my mom. Or is my mom. Sorry, not tiefling, Twi'lek.
I didn't even catch that, honestly.
It took me a minute, I won't lie, because I'm like, huh?
Begins with a T. Yeah, it's alright.
Right?
It's close enough. Close enough.
It took me a minute, but I was like, that's not, because I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Wait a minute.
I think my mom was kidnapped. And I think I was separated from her by whoever did it. And if Isaidus has her now, then she's just as much in need of help as I was whenever I was still under the governor's rule. I want to get her back.
I do too.
Good. Then, can I ask a favor of you?
Yeah.
Can you teach me how to shoot?
I would be honored. I'll get them ready.
Gasp.
Get Dove and Hawk. I've got some ideas. And he's going to turn around after giving her a big bear hug, picking her up and everything.
You would probably notice, and probably anyone else that looked close, the tips of Mira's leku are like gray, not blue anymore.
Aww.
That's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know about Twinings. Google that.
Like the color code, you need like a little guide thing, like on a piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
like a mood ring.
Surreptitiously look at it.
Yep. Yep. And you don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's not. Something died inside of her. Her innocent.
I've got the perfect weapon for you.
I just pictured him giving her like a blaster cannon. I don't know why.
No. I got a better gun for her. She's gonna love it. So Del will put her down, and then turn around, head inside. You see this very
So
this
what
has been
is
a
he-
roller coaster.
What does he look like whenever he goes back inside and all the rest of the crew can see him?
He walks in. Mira has come to terms with the fact that her mother did not sell her to slavery. She did some research. Her mother was taken, kidnapped, and I'm just going to guess that when Mira was born, she was handed over to the governor as a slave. And Mira wants nothing more than to get her back. So I'm going to teach Mira, by her request, to shoot a gun. And you see him immediately after that not say a word and walk into his room. You hear the clattering of pieces of weaponry.
He's
see a
so
grenade
excited.
He's trying to hide, trying to hide it, be severe. But you see, you just hear in the distance, what the fuck is it? I knew I here. I wasn't prepared for this.
It's really not hard to get him off the murderous integration path back to Daddy Dell, is it?
Can I
Yeah.
say that I appreciate the fact that Dell went from super serious to, oh my god, I much my daughter how to drive. Oh, this has been an emotional roller coaster.
So Ven will actually say to Viri, she'll say, "Yeah, I noticed once. It was a good call. I noticed usually when you hug him or when you're kind to him, he melts. So good work."
Whenever you hug him, he just becomes a big softie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Dell's a
Like
big old
putty
teddy bear.
hands.
No, that was called the mental daughter hug. You just bring up his daughter's name. It's
A
pretty easy,
mental
man.
daughter hug.
Honestly, if you did not bring up Drea, he would have not changed.
Yep.
You hit him right in the weak spot, and he saw
I
everything.
literally forget Drea exists all the time as a player. I'm glad you remembered that.
I'm sitting here the whole time. I was like, there's no fucking way Dell would do this with Drea. The only reason he would do it with Drea is if someone's coming after us to hurt Drea.
Yeah.
I'm like, he wouldn't risk doing this to have someone come after us with Drea there. And as soon as he said it, was just like, fuck. All right.
That's really it. It's like, shit.
Damn it! They brought my daughter into it. I can't refute that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I gave her back yesterday.
Just like
Like, when we were-
Holocron, I gave her back the next day.
Yeah, I think I missed that episode.
When we were doing our scavenger hunt earlier, I came across when we first found Drea in the notes, and it was literally Del kidnapped a child.
Yeah.
She's an orphan.
Oh my
Her parents. We took
I
her back to
almost
the.
brought that up mid conversation, and I was like, it's gonna go against what we're trying to do, not for it at the moment.
So Del will emerge from his room, visibly beaten, especially on his head. You can only assume things kept on falling on him.
Oh, we heard everything that kept falling.
Oh yeah. We're just sitting in silence as we hear.
Just the occasional thud, thud, thud.
Tum, tum, tum.
It's okay though. Dill's hard-headed, so like nothing happened. It's fine.
Ben just looks like as they're sitting in the silence listening, and it looks like she's just mentally decompressing from the very taxing Dell argument. Just...
I was
Is
like,
Ben
still
becoming
looking
even
towards the
more
cockpit.
compressed because of the message that she received?
Let me read it again. Sorry, I'm really bad
Yeah.
at multitasking. So when you send me messages, I have a really hard time even comprehending what they say. So hold on.
That's why I send her
Just like
very
it-
simple messages.
Yes, it's true.
How are you? You okay? You do good?
What up, girl?
This was not a simple message at all.
No, it's very long.
No,
Oh lord.
it's
Apparently
okay.
my phone
It kind of makes sense for Ven to not like pay attention to it right now until
Yeah.
recently
True.
because
Yeah,
there
we
was
were
shit
trying-
going on.
We were trying to stop Dell from a murderous trajectory.
Del had enough of trying to be peaceful, and he's like, "Well, I have to do this because
mhm.
I'm tired of taking like these little risks of having so many people know about what we're doing and shit." And then you just bring up, "Drea wouldn't want this," and then Mira
Oh.
goes, "Can you teach me how to shoot?" And it just all goes. I should not be so stupid, and then he goes on about.
At least Io's murderous rage is directed.
There we
That's
go.
true. That's true.
Reserved for combat, usually. Just point him and let him go.
Okay, I just read it now, finally.
Mira uses puppy dog eyes. It's super effective.
While Dell's probably banging around for his guns, I guess, are you around, Mira?
I'm outside still,
You're outside still.
where I was with whenever I was talking to Del.
Okay. So I'll probably go out there while he's looking for things. Sorry, I just got this, or I just read it. I was busy. So what exactly did you find then? How did you find this out, I guess?
Bill of sale.
And Isaidus' name was on it.
No. But I can only assume that it was him. It was a human man. Or, yeah. Isaidus is human, right?
Yeah, he's human.
He's a human man. And from what I was able to find, the governor was afraid that he would become his next saber target.
What does that mean? Saber target?
Saber target. Like lightsaber target.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Target of his next lightsaber attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why was he afraid of that?
Isaidus, when he sold me, I saw on the bill of sale it was not to be harmed. And the governor tried to cover up what he did and what he was doing. before I escaped, so as to not be, I guess, in trouble with him.
Oh,
But it does make me think that we could turn two allies against each other if we had a way to let Isaidus know what the governor did, that he disobeyed his wishes.
Mira, I thought you said you just worked in the garage or something, right?
Because I was too young. And
So his intention was to hurt you later. Is that what you're saying?
his intention was he was going to make me part of his.
Yeah.
His intention was very messed up.
Yeah.
And I know whenever he would have people punish his slaves, he always made sure that they didn't touch my face. And Mira is going to take off her shoes and show then the scars that are all over her feet,
Mm.
and pull up a pants leg and show the back of her knee where there is just crisscrossed even more scars. They always would make it to where you couldn't see.
She just
Oh, hurt.
puts an arm around your shoulder, like kind of briefly, and just says, "I'm sorry. I didn't know." And I'm sorry for what Isaidus did too.
I had to escape when I did. 'Cause I didn't want that to be my life.
Yeah.
And I was getting to the age where I would have had to start doing what he said.
Well, I'm glad you left when you did. I am.
It was either that or stay and be part of his little harem.
Yeah. Well, if you want to try and free your mother, I support that, and I want to help. I want to help right whatever wrongs my husband has done.
I do want to free my mom.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how we can do it at the moment, but I agree. I think that's a really good idea to expose what he did to you. Because from what it sounds like you said that Isaidus was almost using your enslavement as a hostage type of situation. Like you weren't to be hurt as long as your mother cooperates.
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean with how much it seems that Isaidus gets angry and is unhinged by so many things. A slight like that on the governor's part might be enough to set him off. So it's a good plan.
You can hope.
Something to start with, at least.
True.
But you are a very strong person.
I want my mom back.
Yeah.
And Mira's gonna kind of break down crying.
Aw, Bee! Then we'll hug her. We've done this with Beery several times before. You know the drill. If she wants a hug anyway, but she'll like start to hug you if she lets her.
Oh,
It's like a progress bar.
if you start to hug Mira, then yeah, she's turning around and grabbing you again.
Oh, okay.
Dale will come out of his room with a gun. Wait, is she outside?
Yeah, I'm outside with her.
Okay. He's gonna come out of his room with a gun, not looking. Like, where's... Okay, I'm gonna go. As he gets to the steps, see them outside, he like pokes his head around a corner, sees her crying, and just... Rage. And he just sits there with the most conflicted look on his face. It looks like he's going to the bathroom. He's just like... I promise I won't be angry. I need to stop being angry. What made her cry? Oh. And you just hear him go back to his room, and you hear the door shut, and then you just hear like the loudest yelling ever.
Just like, God damn it!
Adele, your comms were on.
Sorry, stub my toe.
I like to think too, like Ben sees this whole thing happen too, like they make eye contact before he finally just leaves.
It's like, oh, she's crying. Shut up, it's spotted.
I gotta go.
Nope, I promise I won't be angry. Nope, she looked at me. She's gonna kill me.
My
If I get
cover has
angry
been
again,
blown. Shit!
I can't be angry again. I acted all nice. What mirror is crying? If Dell could combust, he would.
I was just like quietly sipping his coffee as he's listening to all that go down.
Just like, damn, my ship is full of people that have
I'm
problems.
so emotional.
Damn, people learn to bottle it up. Jesus.
Get some bad coping mechanisms. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Do drugs like the rest of the galaxy. Drink something.
Hey, you want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to
You
I'll
don't
sell
want to tell me
Jesus.
death sticks.
I'll sell them cheaper than you can find them on the plane. Oh, I mean, I don't have any dust sticks.
Cough, cough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Ben will just let her cry as long as she needs to. She's not gonna hurry her along. She could cry for 20 minutes if she wants to. Ben's cool just sitting there hugging her.
So the rest of us
Hour and a
don't
half.
know that information, right?
No.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Correct.
Okay, because I guess I misheard the part where you said you went outside first. So I thought you were doing this right in front of everyone else in in the dining room.
Oh, no.
Because Viri actually came up with a plan of action, and now that I realized she didn't hear any of that, nope, no plan of action. All right, cool.
I also thought of something that could happen, but I'm like, oh, nope, I can't
Nope,
suggest
didn't hear it. So now we're still back at here's the options. Still don't know what we're doing.
Well, I'm sure we'll share soon. Hold on to them. Hold on to your little ideas.
Today is
Right?
the sharing session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now we just need Io and Ven to break down crying, and then we're all good.
I know,
Or have
right?
a rage. Either one. I mean, we just need some extreme.
Doesn't
levels
really
of emotion.
cry. He kind of dry sobs.
just everyone has.
Doesn't really have any tear ducts.
Yeah, he doesn't have any tear ducts.
Doesn't have any eyes. What do you mean?
Oh man.
He does
So,
have one main.
So Io, how's T's getting a little cool.
Yes, isn't it?
Yeah. So what's it having a twin that's evil?
I don't know if he's evil, but god damn, the guy is cold.
And super hot. I mean, he is totally fucking your ex-fiance's sister. Yeah. There we go.
You mean my sister-in-law?
True.
I was married.
Oh, were you married? Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
guys were fiance. Okay. My bad. So do you still... I never understood how that works. Do you still remain in-laws? Or is it like we're in-laws?
I mean, we didn't technically divorce, so
True.
as far as I'm concerned, we're...
So like a widower in-law.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
I like that. I like it. It fits you. Well, how is it like having a widow-in-law and a twin?
Well, I definitely like Iris. She is a great person. I'm still not quite sure about Siorn. He kind of terrifies me, but you know.
Totally. And it's
It's
okay if you want to
family.
cry, Io. This is a safe zone for you.
He just like gives her a look like, what?
Oh, I don't know. Everyone's going crisis mode right now, so I just figured, if you want to let out anything,
I think Dell's doing it for all of us right now.
As you hear him like yelling in his room.
I mean, I have targets too. If you want to like mutilate the target, I even like Mira was helping me like get it where the blood came out. It was really kind of cool. So, but yeah.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, that's good. Cool.
Rob, if you're messaging me at all, I'm making spaghetti. So I'm not by my computer.
No.
Spaghetti.
I just letting you know.
I only sent you the one.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue with your thing. I just wanted to tell Rob that.
Oh, that's it. We're done. We're just having awkward talk.
The real question, Mary, is what did you think about him? Besides the fact that he was apparently hot. Because Io isn't really a judge of like looks, because the way he sees people is not very attractive.
Well, Viri doesn't know that. Wait, was Io asking Viri that?
Yeah.
I'm confused because you went like in and out of character in the same sentence. I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
And she kind of like leans her head to make sure Ben's still like outside. Honestly, I kind of saw what I could have become in him. I think he's great to have someone to trust, or as long as we can use it. But I don't really feel like he's in the dark side to gain anything, just like he isn't in the light side to stand up for anything either. I kind of think he's neutral. Kind of what I think I am sometimes, but
Definitely could be seen as a warning of potential paths if you're not careful.
And now Mira probably is starting to gain control of herself.
still doesn't.
She
fit me
did it!
Yay!
She is starting to not just be crying like crazy anymore.
The snot bubbles have finished. Nice. I like it.
She's still crying. but it's not as bad as it was.
You gain control of the bottom lip back, or is it still?
Oh no, that one's still going.
Still going. Oh, okay, yeah, so you still got a little ways to go.
Yeah, it's just like she's actually at the point now where like she cares about wiping away the snot from her nose.
It's all just hanging off Ven's robes.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
Gross.
Again, though, I
Tree-like
mean,
boogers.
she's kind of used to it because of Veery.
Fury does not snot.
We've had a few meltdowns.
Whatever.
I
Fury
thought of another
doesn't
thing to ask.
snot.
See, Ven's getting good at the voice hugs and actual hugs.
There we go. We're improving.
Yay, we're so proud of her.
Hooray! Yeah, so she'll, after she calms down a little bit, she'll just say that was a lot of information for you in one day.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it'll probably take some time to process, but I think we'll do everything we can to make sure that this is fixed. Okay?
Okay. Yep, still tears are still going.
Is there a part of you that's relieved that she didn't actually sell you?
Yeah. But if she's in a place that's just as bad or worse than where I was.
Yeah.
I don't want that for my mom.
Yeah. I don't either. Well, a lot of what Isaidus has done, I'm making my own responsibility to fix. So again, I don't know how that looks like, how we're going to save her, but I'll do everything I can. And I know Dell's already on board. I mean, he was very excited, it seemed. So
It did seem like he was a little bit too excited.
yeah, you want to start shooting now?
Well, I've never done it before, and I want to help save my mom.
Yeah. I mean, if that's something you feel ready for, that's your choice. If you don't feel like, if you change your mind, I mean, we can do some of that for you as well. It doesn't need to be up to you either.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go tell the others? Are you okay with that? I mean, I guess I can tell them if you're still not feeling too well. I'm sure they'd want at least to try and be there for you, though, if you want that.
I'm gonna stay out here for a bit.
Okay. Do you want me to stay out here with you, or do you need to be alone?
I'm good now. And she's like fist balled up, rubbing at her eyes, like yeah.
Okay.
Whole 9 yards.
Let's we'll wait. I'll wait with you for like 5 more minutes. Then I'll go up. Sound good?
Okay.
So 5 minutes.
One
Sorry.
more thing to ask Fury before they come in.
Do it! Since we could just have 5 more minutes now.
He like looks over at Miri. So, what'd you think of that thing on Sioran's back?
What the fuck was that? I almost shot that thing off his back. Thought a rat fell on him or something.
That was pretty surprising when it moved, eh?
Yeah, I thought it was a backpack. What was it?
I don't know, he called it a banshee.
Crazy. Sith are stupid silly.
Maybe we should see if we can see it better than how we saw it before.
Oh, I could
Curious what the
totally
whole
like
thing
try and
looks
like force push it off his back next time. That'd be pretty cool.
You could probably try.
I'll instigate next time. I mean, you know, for you, of course. Anything for you, Io.
I just shakes his head like, oh lord.
Me or
That was
Ben
all
start
I had
walking
to
back. Anyway, so the muffins were really good today. You know,
Where are they walking?
I was saying if you guys walk back on the ship, Veer's
Oh,
gonna like
yeah.
change the
Well,
subject super quick.
Ven is Mira coming? Is she feeling better to come back in, or is she still outside?
Rob went AFK, so I'm gonna say for the sake of it, she's still outside.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so I'll just come in.
Totally not instigating, nothing. I would never in a million years cross past the personal space of someone else. I don't know why you would ask me that.
Ben just gives her this look like I do not have the energy to ask. And then she'll say, so sounds like Mira's mother was kidnapped, and it seems like my dear husband is involved, as usual.
Wait,
Needs new
what?
hobbies.
Thought the governor
come
was
to
the one that
expect it.
kidnapped her.
I think that he kidnapped her mother and then sold her to the governor as a collateral, I guess. She wasn't to be harmed, apparently.
Okay.
Which is in
So the
line
governor
with what
kept her
Sion had said.
safe.
He did not honor that part of the agreement. So Mira is thinking that potentially we could use that as a way to induce Isaidus' rage towards a different direction. A more productive one.
So like
Oh.
dangle Mira as bait and show the governor and Isaidus, or show Isaidus what she did to the governor, which will direct his attention to the governor, and maybe we could use the governor to pull out her mom, like that kind of stuff.
Like showing proof in some way or another, I'm not sure how yet, but that
You send a selfie.
he did not. Huh?
Yeah, Isaidus is on Spickspock. We can just send him some selfies and videos of it. He doesn't post anything, but yeah, he watches some weird
He
stuff.
has an Instagram that's like with the blank photo and then just no pictures.
Yeah.
Occasionally
Yeah,
a like one.
Yeah, he's super trying to creep on you all the time. Yeah.
That's why I don't post anything either.
Exactly.
Are you saying turn Isaidus' attention to the governor?
Yeah, because he didn't honor his part of the agreement.
Or we can threaten the governor instead of turning his on him to try and get the governor to help us pull Mira's mom out into the open.
Or at least get information. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely an option too.
I mean, that's if Mira's willing to be bait. I'm always down to be bait.
Well, I don't know if we need to make Mira be bait necessarily in order to accomplish that.
Well, if we show pictures or proof that she's injured, then we're showing that we have connection to her. So that makes her bait through us.
I mean, if Mira can pull up video feed from anywhere, maybe there's even some video feed from the past or something.
True. Yeah. True.
It might not have to be showing her, but I mean, you never know. Maybe he was really careful and deleted it. I'm not sure. I mean, if his mother, or if her mother is just as good of a hacker, you know, maybe he was really careful and there's nothing. I'm not sure.
True. Or we can follow Theorn, or his dad. Or we could go find Orphalla and manipulate the crap out of her.
What if we have Theorn present the governor data? He seems like a sneaky fellow. It looks kind of grim for a moment.
Oh, the governor. You're saying give Isaidus the info about the governor, like have Sion do that.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty decent.
With everything that he seems to know, maybe he has some ways of finding information out, and it would make sense for him to find this kind of stuff out. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it would definitely be the more natural than us kind of trying to do it in a different way. Like if Sion is already what Isaidus thinks is a loyal servant.
Yeah, he might believe Sion over some random anonymous tip.
Yeah. No, that's a really good thought. I still want to talk to Revan and see if she knows anything about this Holy Grail. In our vision, I didn't say this with Sion in here, but in our vision, he also was aiming towards somewhat similar goals. And it was in her helmet, the thing he was looking for. I don't know if it's the same thing. It makes me wonder if she knows anything. Yeah.
I was just staring blankly. He's always lost on these talks of visions.
What if Isaidus had the dream with us? And we created him to go down that path that was not a thing, even though we created it into being. So now it is reality in reality. Because that's his reality.
It sounds like he's been looking for it for a while, and we only had the vision a few weeks ago. But I've also been concerned that maybe he shared it with us. That has also occurred to me. It might be why he's redoubling on the efforts to get it sooner.
I don't know.
Above me.
So anyway, do you want to call Revan with me? Do you want to talk to her? Do you miss her?
Yeah, I want to talk to Sky.
Okay. Like she looks at Io.
I don't know what's going on. I'm still trying to process Viri's comment.
Which one?
Wait, which one? Oh,
the reality. Yeah.
Oh, do you remember that?
So confused.
Do you remember that dream we had? Yeah, Viri, you can explain it.
Yeah, the dark side freaky one where Isaidus, where like we told you, Sion killed you, and y'all went to
existed in the first place.
Yeah. And it was all like a dark thing, and then I kissed him, but not really because that didn't happen. But then, and then Isaidus found like these artifacts and made us go to the Jedi Temple, and we all came back, and then he turned on us, and we were like, oh, and I turned on Ben, and then Ben was like, oh no, I can't trust you anymore, and then Ben became this all-powerful Jedi wizard. And Isaidus died, but it was like, haha, my own plans have come to fruition in you. And then I lived like 40 more years and then died alone because no one would love me and I wasn't happy anymore without you guys. And you start seeing Veer start to hyperventilate going back down her own track. Okay, sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, I think I tuned that out when you were telling me. I thought it was just a dream.
No, it was a force vision. And what if he had the same force vision that me and Ben had? Because we're all connected through the force. And what if this is what's making him go super like obsessive crazy? Because he's like, oh my god, there's an artifact to make me get her back, and I'll get her back, at least see her because I saw her in the vision, and now he's going crazy for it.
If you did see it, it worries me that you saw me kill him.
It was just like, sure, okay, whatever.
I mean,
you
he
guys say.
always said I didn't have it in me to do it, but clearly, I do.
Well, in the dream.
I
mean,
would.
I don't have it in me to kiss him in real life.
Oh my gosh.
For like
I
that
was like,
sniff,
what?
please.
Oh,
that
please,
that
dude,
sniff
we
was...
don't need to bring that up.
I mean,
now.
if he had eyes, he'd be looking a little glazed over at this point.
But that's how we found out about Seorn before you did.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't surprised when you mentioned him. Do you remember?
Io, you need to pay attention.
Yeah, Io, this is very important.
I'm sorry, I didn't think it was important, so I didn't pay attention at the time. But now I'm seeing that that might not have been the best course of action. Now I'm trying to process everything. He just kind of like clasps his hands together as he walks towards the hollow terminal. So we're calling Revan. Is that what's happening?
I mean, why do you think we were trying so hard not to let Del go full offensive?
Yeah.
Is because that's exactly what happened then. And that's what exactly got all of you guys and us killed in the first place, or at least captured.
Yeah, it ended up killing Drea and Revan in the end. Him wanting to charge off like that.
And you, Io.
And you.
Sorry.
Did I at least go off in a blaze of glory?
Well, Seorn killed you, so.
That's good enough.
You're still handicapped.
Actually, unfortunately, Isaidus did some other things before Seorn killed you.
Oh, you see Veer's mind like blow. She goes, "It's a wraith! It's a wraith! Ah, it was in the dream." That fucking thing is fucking creepy as shit. Like you just see like memories flood back into her brain. No, that thing needs to die. That thing took apart Jedi archivists. No.
Oh, it
No.
did. Yeah.
I don't think he would appreciate if you did that. He did say something about how she was partner, and yeah, he might kill us if you kill her.
Are you on
I'm on the
Seorn's
side of
or
not
on?
dying.
It's almost like you're trying to protect this thing, as if you're in control. You're not in control of Seorn, Io, or Lucy.
Like
I don't even know anymore.
It's like saying you want to kill Terabyte because he scratched you a few times.
Okay, look, I thought that once, okay? I never would ever hurt
I knew you thought that.
I'm sorry.
We don't even need to be talking about this because already by changing Seorn's employer.
That's true. We never knew him beforehand. Well, actually, we don't know that. This is maybe how it all began. Maybe by using Seorn. Seorn's actually working for Isaidus, trying to get us to go on the offensive.
I had not met Seorn until that day, if that helps you any.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. You see Veery's like eyes like come back to like the adrenaline's like
but why?
Veery tried taking a couple deep breaths and just calmed down a little bit. Okay, now exhale.
Yeah, I got a little lightheaded there. I'm just saying, what if what we thought was a dream and fiction of our own imagination in our mind is becoming the reality of our real world now? Michael's also
Well-
having this crisis crisis as well as Beery. It's freaking him out. I knew it was canon, but I didn't know it was this canon.
It's either you guessed Angie's plan by accident, like to the letter, or Angie liked it and altered it.
Right?
So who knows?
I don't even know anymore. What's first, the chicken or the egg? The lightsaber or the crystal? We gotta figure this out, guys.
Oh my god.
Look at what you've done, Angie.
I like how Angie's basically not said a word.
Yep.
Just
Like,
let us go down the
This
rabbit
entire,
hole.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
just
I haven't said a goddamn
Not-
thing in this episode. I've just been sitting
We're
back,
like-
letting you guys do your
very
shit.
self-propelled, yeah. We're doing great.
I love these episodes as a DM. It's the best. Because you're like
I've been
either
enjoying
proud.
every second.
Yeah, you're either proud or laughing at the fact of how idiotic the group is and how off they are.
Mhm.
It's
Or
probably
just, like,
she's laughing at how brilliant.
Crying inside because you're like, oh god.
Totally.
Like
how
they
brilliant.
picked up on all the wrong points that I didn't want them to pick up on.
Anna, she's like, oh, I didn't think about that, but I like it. Let's go with it.
Yeah, she's just jotting down evil ideas.
No, you just get.
I
You guys
can
are just
see it.
so off on what I'm up to.
I love it.
You guys are nowhere even close to what I'm up to.
It's
She
beautiful.
says that. Okay, so do we want to call Revan?
Yeah,
No,
I'm already
we-
like dialing. You see, like, weird.
No, that's
I
not
was like
Mary.
about to start dialing when Miri just shoved it and did it.
You realize it's like not connected to the internet because Mira shut off her whole data pad from outside communication.
Also, Terabyte is totally sitting on top of the hollow terror.
Cute baby.
Something's wrong with my comm link. I can't call Sky. It's only, I don't know. It's not letting me go send any messages past the ship. I don't
Sure,
know.
give it a good slap. He smacks the hollow terminal.
Don't smack it. It's brand
What?
new.
It's not brand new.
No, Mira said she had to see it and do some update software to, I don't know, to protect me or something.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't look quite like the piece of crap it was when me and Reeve got the ship.
Yeah, I've been wondering ever since, I started recording, I haven't been getting nearly as many fans online lately. I wonder if it's because of that.
Oh my gosh. Did she cut off her internet supply?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Ben will just.
It's
sigh
only an
and then turn
internal
it up on
network.
hers. Oh my gosh, that's great.
I remember
Oh, they're
asking Rob to do that a
Mira's
long
like,
time ago. It's
"Oh,
like,
that's
can we
so
make
funny."
the notes like just internal?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Mira logs into fake StarTube accounts to be like, wow, this is cool
Right?
on Veer's video.
Secretly promoting it.
Yeah.
Just catfishing.
Wow, we made it
it.
on the top picks again. Trending page? Yes. And it's just
Yeah,
all
hey, look at
Veery
that.
videos.
Why do you think they're so cocky? By the way, where's Dell? Has Dell come back yet?
Oh, he's still cursing.
Dale
or
stepped out
reading
of the
his
room. Sorry, I was waiting for everyone to finish. Hello?
Hey,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everyone
Hey.
went very quiet. I was like, did I just disconnect?
you broke
No.
it all.
But no, Dale
No.
Dale comes out of his room.
Hey, Dell, we're
holding-
calling Sky.
Do you feel better after screaming?
It's been a very emotional day today. I've been
Yeah.
able to let off steam, so. Anyway, Where is Mira?
Outside, still.
Thank you. Anonymous voice in the air.
She's outside. She hasn't come in
Oh.
yet.
I didn't
Okay.
know that you were asking again. Jesus.
So Dale will go
Eventually, we get
outside.
things done.
Dale will go outside. He will grab a crate and drag it along with him. Well, once he's gotten to the dirt, he's going to pick it up so it doesn't go on the ground in the ship. And with him, he's brought a dummy. It looks absolutely battered and beaten. It is made out of metal. But he's carrying that over his shoulder with his gun on a sling, and he places the crate in front of Mira,
Mm-hmm.
places the gun on top, has around 40 odd shots, singular shots, and he goes. How far was extreme range? It was like saying like 200 something feet or something. So actually, yeah, engaged was right there. Close was 15. Medium. Am I correct or am I? Where are the rules?
For how
No.
far?
And this is your cue. You can talk now.
Can I?
This is your chance.
Close
Yeah, so
range is
200.
30 feet.
Close range is 30 feet. Medium is 60. Long range is 120.
Nope, Mr. Chant.
Shut up. Extreme range is 240. So he's going to put it at long range. So he's going to put it around 120 feet away.
Okay.
And he's going to walk all the way back. And he's going to kneel with her beside the crate. Because he's tall. He's going to kneel down and use the gun. She'll probably be standing. So this is called the Verpine Shatter Rifle. It is a slug thrower. It is able to penetrate some of the hardest armors that a person can wear. I've personally used this before. Obviously, it's my gun, and you modified it. So what we're going to do is going to go through some basic cleanup of it. I want to see how you would think to prepare the weapon. How you would clean it after it's been used. Don't worry about getting like dirt or sand in it because you made it so it wouldn't get jammed that way. So first of all, he just lets it sit there. It's like it's on the bipod. So I want you to show me what position you would take, and I'll judge from there.
Okay. So. Oh boy. All right. What's the worst that I can? All right.
It's a ranged heavy weapon. I'm going to assume you don't have anything in ranged heavy.
Hold on.
I could be wrong.
Hold on. She's gonna. I guess if you hand it to her, you're trying to see her stance.
Yeah.
Because you said a lot of stuff there, and yeah. So if you're trying to see her stance, she would take it and then, gosh, okay, she's gonna stand with her feet like spread apart, but they're even on a plane, nothing bracing her, and she's leaning back, trying to see through the sight. It's really terrible. It's a terrible stance.
It's really hard trying to describe it when you yourself know what to do, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
You're like, how can I piss off myself as much as I can with this stance?
Yeah. Okay. So she's going to be like standing like this, right? Not braced, standing like this, but she's leaning back and trying to hold on to it, and like knees are bent inwards, and she's all pigeon-toed and everything, and it's terrible.
Okay. He immediately stops her. So, okay. I love the effort. Thinks for a moment. I know a lot of other people do this differently. A lot of people wouldn't even consider giving you this gun, but in my personal, yes,
This is really heavy.
I know. Well, I don't because I'm used to it. But
It's hard
Then-
to hold up.
then the best thing to do is lay down with it, and you're going to do it like this. And he's going to show her how to go into the prone position and how to hold it correctly.
Okay.
So all you have to do is tilt your head to the right a bit, and you'll see down the sight. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, sometimes looking to the sight can be disorientating for someone who hasn't done it before. But you see the crosshair?
Mhm.
I want you to aim it center mass, right on the chest.
Okay.
This is the biggest target on anybody. You've seen me. You know my chest is huge. It's also where all the vital parts are. You could go for the head, and he very gently adjusts it, shows her how to adjust the aim.
Mhm.
But there is a smaller target, and it's a lot harder to hit, especially if the person is moving. And he brings it back down to the chest. That's why you aim for center mass. Now he's going to load a round into it. And he's going to he's going to basically lay beside her, and he's going to put his hand on the gun to hold the kick back.
Okay.
So she doesn't dislocate her shoulder.
Okay.
Right. Now, this sort of gun has a lot of recoil in it. And if you don't hold it correctly, it can dislocate your shoulder. But
Feels like it would hurt.
it does hurt. I've done it before, but don't worry, it's fine. So, here's the correct way to do it, and I'll show her the correct way. It will hurt. A little bit. The kickbacks always hurt. That's why later I'm going to get it outfitted with a stock that absorbs the impact, so it doesn't kick back as hard. All right.
Okay.
Right. Now I want you to slowly squeeze the trigger. Okay. Don't jerk it. I like to imagine she pulls it immediately after he says squeeze.
She will slowly squeeze on the trigger and still squeeze more.
Oh.
And just a little bit more.
Okay.
And then let off because she's scared. And then she'll shake her head, look down the sights, and pull the damn trigger.
This is Del doing the sound effects like boom. Like he's waiting for it, like, and then he sees her just I'm gonna assume a roll needs to be made. I don't know. Maybe.
DM, we need you now.
Oh my god, I'm needed today! Holy shit!
You're just sitting back enjoying the view, aren't you?
Are you guys saying I'm needed? Holy shit!
Mira just pulled the trigger of Dell's big shatter rifle thingy.
Then yes, that would be a heavy range check. Oh my god, I'm DMing. I forgot how.
Okay.
So, since you don't have a level in ranged heavy, I assume, it's all going to be agility. But this is a standing target. That's good. That's 3. That's 3. That's good. That's going to hit a standing armored target.
Does it?
Yeah. It's a dummy, so I'm going to. I'm sorry, Angie, but I'm going to assume that hits.
Considering it's a dummy, it's an immovable target that is not trying to attack you. It's super easy to hit. If you would have gotten a critical fail, then you would have like shot Dell in the ass or something.
Fucking ricochet.
Hits somewhere
No.
else, bounces around, comes right back, strikes him in the ass. He's like, okay, that's enough learning today. Okay.
You see a smile on his face as he looks at her face.
You see pain on her face, and she lets go of the weapon and starts rubbing her shoulder like, ow.
Told you. But think about it this way. You didn't dislocate your shoulder, so you held it correctly. It's going to hurt. But the proper training, once you and I are done with the training, you'll be able to fire it no problem. And look, he gently holds the back of her head to like a show, like down the sights. Dead center. And he gently like pats her head. All right.
Okay.
Again, this is how you reload it. Turn the bolt to the side, pull it back, you're going to hear a click. Once you hear that click, enter the round, push it forward all the way till you can't anymore, bring the bit down to the side, and you should be ready to fire.
Okay. And then out of character, we can, like, go on to something else instead of stay here for the whole lesson.
Yeah, help me out here, guys. I'm improvising.
Let's do a Revan call while they're doing that.
Yeah, finally. Thank you. It's like, I know fuck all about guns and actually how to use real life ones. So
You
I'm
just
adept.
And I
hold the
know,
gun, go pew pew.
and I know too much, and yeah.
I was laughing at the irony of the roles being reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty beautiful.
Rob takes over
All
Dell
right.
for the entirety of the thing.
We've keyed in the coordinates for Revan's whatever hollow terminal
What you're gonna
call.
want to do is there's 4 fundamentals to firing. You have to
Io
have a
shuts
fixed
the
Oh,
result,
door
Lord
so that we
Christ.
don't have to listen to
No,
them.
no, no,
or trigger squeeze, and
no.
I can't tell if you guys actually want to talk to Revan for the information or if you just
We
want to
do!
hear my voice.
Oh, yes, and hear your voice too.
I
missed
feel like
it.
you guys are pitying me because I haven't talked for like the last 2 hours.
See, this is what happens, Angie, when you have players who are informed and do take notes. They do shit themselves.
mm-hmm.
So technically, this is your fault.
How dare us?
I accept the blame very proudly because happy DM noises.
Veery walks back in the room. So I couldn't get my phone to work, but I got the ship phone in the back to work. I already talked to her. We're good. So what are you guys up to?
What ship phone did you use? I'm standing right by the ship's hollow terminal.
Oh, well,
Io looks very confused.
there's one in the back.
What?
Yeah, I
To
bought it on
me.
another planet, and I just put it back there so I could, I didn't have to get up from my area to go up front.
Io
I have a
just
lot of
like rubs
credits.
the bridge of his nose. He just,
Wait,
like,
did you
pinches
actually
it.
talk with Ange in private?
No, I was just joking, being like,
No, he's
"I'm
being
here,
an
I did it."
asshole.
mean, poor Ange. You're the
All
Yeah, it's
right,
fine.
so
She said
it's
she's been fine.
dialing.
She doesn't have time to talk. So
Oh my god.
You hear like the Jeopardy theme as it's waiting for Revan to pick up.
Yeah, we're calling her right now. It's ringing.
My cheeks hurt.
I forgot how to DM guys on her. It's been so long.
You can do
Oh.
this.
Yes. Shortly after calling, for those of you who could see it, of course, not naming names of those who cannot see the screen, you see Revan. She looks mildly dressed up. Her face is a little warmer than it's been, a lot more relaxed. And when she answers, she just has a brilliant smile on her face, and she goes, "Well, if it isn't my favorite crew, what can I do for you guys?"
We have questions, apparently. He
We
like
do.
looks at the other two. I think we have questions, right?
I like how Io doesn't actually pay attention, but Lucy does. Lucy knows everything. Io, nah. Sorry.
I was
you're
just
okay.
like waiting for a response from
Oh.
Ben and Fury.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's like
I didn't know if you
literally
wanted to
don't
say
know.
something. That's why I didn't say anything. So
No, he literally has no idea what's going on.
what?
he was honestly, I was probably so nervous around Sior, and he only heard about half that info.
Yeah, he just
So I think
heard.
I'm cool.
Right. He just heard we should call Revan. He's like, "Yes, let's talk to the Jedi lady," because I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah, what the heck? So we met up with Io's twin. He works for Isaidus.
And dates a twin that was married to who's brothers of the twin married to Io. It was crazy.
He's
Still hard
dating
to
my
explain.
sister-in-law.
Yeah.
It's a lot simpler to say it that way, Fury.
Sure. Hi, Sky. It's
Revan looks
me, Fury.
confused at first, because that was a ride, and like realization kind of dawns when Io clarifies it. She goes, "Oh, I was about to be very concerned. Hi, Fury. How
Hi.
did meeting the twin brother go?"
I think
Better
we
than
learned a lot of
expected.
stuff. Yeah. He
I
didn't kill
think.
us. He didn't kill us, so that's a bonus. That's the important thing.
Yeah, he wasn't aware of Io's existence, so he seemed maybe a little more partial to listening to us. We got some information from him. And one of the things that concerned me is that apparently one of Isaidus's goals is to be immortal, find immortality, create it, I'm not sure. And he's looking for something he calls the Holy Grail to achieve this. And I was wondering if you have ever heard of such a thing.
A holy pickle spoon. Sorry.
Not necessarily the Holy Grail per se, but and she kind of laces her hands and rests her chin on her linked hands as she's thinking. But there have been a lot of in the past of Sith looking for immortality. Masters have searched for many, many eons for the key to immortality to essentially be able to keep the power. Nothing has come of it yet, and some or Sith Masters have done some rather questionable.
Oh no.
Oh, that's scary.
Some
Robin, are you okay? What's wrong?
Revan's dying. Isaidus has found her. Oh my god. Mira's freaking out.
Turns out her husband's like scared her from behind.
Oh yeah, it's Karth.
Garth just come up behind and go, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Ah!"
Oh no.
Oh, we hurt her feelings. I'm just kidding.
Oh, she left the call. Garth is in deep shit.
Karth, you asshole! I was on the phone!
Was busy.
Oh no, not the internet.
No!
You know that new 5G phone stuff's bad for the babies.
Ah! Bonk.
Oh my god.
Believe in like the conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theorists started.
It's weird the fact that Revan settled down after so long of playing with her as in the thing. So it's really funny that we can't just walk up to her and go, "Hey, we got a plan." You have to actually like contact her through. Oh no.
Hey, Ange, can you just not hear us?
Dear Lord.
This was like her moment, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
sad.
let's go back to us self-propelling the episode. No, just kidding.
To what?
No, it's okay.
Oh,
well, we
self-propelling?
yeah, right back to self-propelling it. Yeah. We don't need a DM, right, guys?
Who wants emotional meltdown? Let's go. Who's next?
Oh god. I was just going to leave if that happened.
Yeah, like no.
I was just like, nah. Y'all can find another ride.
Get off my shit.
Let it out, Io. It's gonna pop out of you
Get
one
off
day.
my cat.
Oh no, I got all mine done like 2 years ago. Somewhere in
Nothing
the
left.
in the abyss of all the camera footage from the Peachy Key, and there's like
We've read
videos
your
of him.
character chats. We've seen the tears.
You've heard the screams. You haven't seen the tears. There are no tears for Io.
He doesn't have tear ducts. He can't cry.
Oh,
He can only scream in anguish.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'm sorry about
hi.
that, gang. My internet did a blip.
We noticed. It went
It was really scary. It was like Revan was dying.
It was terrifying.
It's now canon though that Karth scared her, like pulled a little prank on her, and that's why she screamed.
Yeah.
And her force power affected her hollow terminal.
Yeah.
We shall see about that. What did you hear last before my internet did a blip?
Oh no, I don't even
I think
remember
something
now.
about a
remember.
corruption. I can't remember.
Okay. Because the gist of what she was going to say is that she has, during her time in the dark side, has heard of Sith Masters searching for immortality, but nobody has really achieved anything. Some of them have done some very corrupt things to try to achieve this immortality, but so far nothing has worked, and it's all.
No.
What?
And is all.
And it's all simply theory.
Perfect.
There we go. There we
Hi.
go.
A
Now we
game
know.
theory.
So basically confirming what Sioran had said.
Which was
He was saying that he hadn't heard of anybody achieving immortality beyond basically being just ghosts haunting their tombs after.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in a nutshell, she has confirmed what Sioran has said. So, whatever it is that is up to is chasing a theory. There's been nothing confirmed that this would actually work out. But for some reason, he's supremely obsessed with it.
Okay. So you don't know even what this object would be that he's talking about?
Not for just some reason. It's because he's a douchebag.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, the problem is it may not necessarily be an object. It could be a chemical solution. There's thousands of holocrons of Sith looking for this goal, and every single one of them differs. There's no ironclad solution.
So what you're saying is he's looking for a way to become Walter White and make the Sith version of meth.
No.
Damn it. I thought I was onto something there. Really thought I was onto something.
Get the fuck out.
It sounds like Sioran said that he learned of this, I guess, idea through potentially a holocron. So maybe someone else tried it before. Or maybe he found something that he feels is more concrete. I'm not sure.
Have you ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I will stab you, Robert.
My bad. All right, fine. Yeah. Mum's the word. Got it.
Good boy. Revan looks like she's thinking for a moment. Her brows kind of knit together. And she goes, well, there is one tale that I could forward to you. It
More.
I think we lost her again. This is so painful. We're getting the lore drop. We're getting good lore drop, and into this, it's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I don't like what you're doing.
I want you to stumble around blindly for longer.
I just smacks the hollow terminal a few times, trying to get the signal to come through better.
Oh no. And there she goes.
Eventually. her fucking internet. This is like punishment for her being quiet the whole time.
Hmm. You want to sit there in silence and take in what your players are doing? You gotta be mouthy.
Yes, she was about to tell us a tale, if you can hear us, Ange.
Let me tell you a tale. No, I guess the tale has to wait.
But I want a story.
That was adorable.
Thanks.
I totally thought it was Sunday for some reason.
Oh man, all week I have just been so confused on what day it is. I'm right there with you.
It is Sunday for me.
Oh, yeah.
We're a day ahead of us. Wow.
Alone.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
I felt like I didn't miss much because it's just roboting Revan call, right?
Nope,
Yes.
nothing was missed.
I didn't think so. Jason came home, so I was getting an update from him.
Are you going to see your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure what the hell is going on, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to do it through the IC chat. But
Mira's mom is hacking us.
in a nutshell, Revan was gonna forward the crew the information that she has about a Sith Lord who attempted to find immortality, and it did not end well. It is one of the most infamous cases of it, and it was about 1,000 years ago, and nobody's ever tried to recreate it.